Hey everyone, it's been a little while since I've done a thought amnesia video, but I'm going to do this one. So everywhere I go, my husband and I, we end up talking about thought amnesia because it's so huge and it's growing exponentially. Not only that, but basically we don't know who needs it, at what time, about what. So here's a little story about it. Not a testimonial per se, but you'll get where I'm going with this. So I was at a birthday party a few weeks back and talking to two young ladies. And for those of you who have gone through a thought amnesia with me, as you know, I do what's called is a gauge. So I do a fun little simple activity where I kind of do a little bit of a demo. And it is quite mind-blowing, just even with the demo that I do. So I did this little demo and they're both like, what? What's going on? This is amazing. Because a lot of people always get a little bit scared. Like, well, what do you do? Is it like hypnotism? Is it like therapy? It's like nothing on the planet, okay? There's bits and pieces that people might be able to say what it's like, but once you've had it, trust me, there's nothing like it. So I do this gauge with them so that it puts their mind at ease, what it is, and gives them like a little bit of a demonstration. Regardless, we sit there and they've gone through it and they're just like, what just happened? But it's fun and it's light, and we're all like, her friend turns to her and says, oh my God, that's so amazing. I love this kind of stuff. So I said to her, okay, so if I could remove anything, what would that be? What would that look like? And she's thinking and she's thinking. She's like, well, there's a lot of things. And I said, well, actually, a lot of people have a lot of deep-rooted issues. A lot of us. Basically everyone on the planet, which is fine. I can help with all of them. So I said, just magic wand, what would you like to have removed? So she says, I get really bad period cramps. So I say to her, I can remove it without even a second's notice. And she's like, what? And I said, yeah, I used to have period cramps all the time and I removed it with amnesia. And she's like, really? And so my 14-year-old happened to be nearby, and I brought her over and I said, did you used to have period cramps? And she said, yeah. Were they bad? Yeah. Do you have them anymore? No. Thought amnesia removed them. Yes. Thought amnesia removed my period cramps. And the two women are like, really? There is nothing that I have come across that hasn't worked for thought amnesia yet. Physical pain, mental anguish, thoughts like needing self-esteem, higher self-esteem, fears, phobias, constipation, period cramps, headaches, like blah, you name it. I have done it. I am putting out a challenge. I would love to have someone give me something that hasn't worked on it yet. So, having said that, here's these two females, early adult, who now have this information that I can remove the period cramps. I give them my information. Here's my information. Call me. I'll remove it for you. Crickets. Have they contacted me yet? Nope. So here's somebody, and I know so many other people who suffer from period cramps or pains all the time or once a month. And my question to you is, but if you knew something was out there that could remove it without a surgery, without being hypnotized, without anything, why would you not do that for yourself? Why would you keep yourself in pain, having to take pills? Here's the thing. There's one of three reasons. Number one, you don't know me, even though they did. Well, one of them did. You don't know me, you don't trust me, which is fair. It's a fair assessment. You just haven't been around me long enough, or you haven't heard the subject of thought amnesia that fits what you're looking for. But you're too shy to reach out to me. Fair enough. I'll get there because I make videos all the time. Number two, what card would you play? Meaning, do you use your period as an excuse? Do you use being moody, being irritable, cramps, bloatiness, not feeling good, do you use that as an excuse? So if you use it as an excuse or a victim card, and I take that away from you, number 3, who do you become? Right? Number 2 and number 3 are kind of combined. Like, if I took that from you, you willingly gave it to me, because with thought amnesia, I can't program anything in your subconscious that you don't want. And trust me, and I'll say this, everyone's subconscious talks to me. I know how to talk to it. I know how to program it. It wants you to have a joy-filled life. Joy, happy, ease, grace, fun. That's what your body, that's what we came here to do. And programs have gone on top of those and kind of muffled it all so that you experience lack, limitation, fears, phobias, detrimental beliefs, detrimental thoughts. So things like, you're not worthy, nothing ever works out for me, blah, blah, blah. The list goes on and on. So if I take something from you or I change something within you, who do you become? And that in itself is a fear. But like a client said to me this morning, and I'll use that, and thank you for that. Once you know this information, you can't unknow it. So I'm telling you, I can remove something like period cramps, for instance. There's over 200 things that I've already removed from people, and the list just keeps going and going and growing and growing and growing. Once you know that information, the battle now goes back within, because now you can be like, meh, I don't believe them. But there's going to be a little piece that goes, but what if they could? But what if she could? Now the fight happens, going, but if there was this solution and I'm not acting on it, why? And right there is another reason that you need thought amnesia. So I put a challenge out to you. Something so simple, and what you might think so simple and so, just part of nature, I can fix and I can help. So why don't you reach out to me and see what I can do for you, and all the joyous days left of however long your long life is, hopefully very long and blessed. Stop suffering, stop feeling this need to use these things as a card. Act on that. All right? So, how can I be in service to you? Reach out to me. Please, if you've had thought amnesia, please just forward this. And if you haven't, and you know someone who suffers from something like period cramps, please forward this to them so they can hear about it. Because 99% of the reason that people aren't going to reach out is because they don't know me. They've never heard about this. They've never experienced it. So, do everyone a favor. Share this, forward it. Anybody, I can help. Let me be in service. Let me fix that. Let me help. So you can live a very beautiful, happy life. And blessings to everybody. And if you don't, I love you anyways. I share, I share your journey with you. I love you. I love you if you're too afraid. I love you if you're too afraid. I love you if you're scared to make the change. I love you where you are if you want to stay where you're at. But like my client said, once you know, you can't unknow. And there's a solution out there for you. Chances are you just don't know about it. And hopefully now you do. All right. Blessings. And we'll see you next time. Take care.